World of Frozen, the world's very first Frozen-themed land at any Disney park, is now open at Hong Kong Disneyland. I headed out there for the grand opening week of the new land, and while I was there, decided I should try every single food and drink item available. So here it is, me enjoying, quote-unquote, every single thing you could eat and drink in World of Frozen. So opening day in World of Frozen has calmed down significantly. I actually didn't wait to eat at Golden Crocus Inn, which had a lengthy line a majority of the day. But now, it's a weird time, I guess, to eat. It's 3:30. This is also a park where people tend to leave a little earlier in Hong Kong. That being said, the lines for the rides, I think Frozen Ever After is at 90, and the kids coaster, Wandering Oak and Sliding Sleighs is at 70. So it's still plenty busy, but I held out for eating because I didn't want to wait in a long line, and I didn't have to. And I got a table inside. It's actually a really beautiful interior. It's very cute. So I ordered. I'm not doing everything at once. I've decided not to punish myself this time, unlike other times. I ordered the number 2, which is the Vilage Chicken Roll, stuffed with ham and cheese, which comes with sautéed vegetables and a mustard cream sauce. And it looks very good. Mustard cream sauce is on the side. My father would be very happy to know. I ordered it as the set, the meal, which means it comes with the Rosette, which is like a hollow cookie. Is it going to be like a waffle? I don't even know. We'll find out in a minute. I also ordered, because I'm trying to finish the menu, one of the side dishes, which is the Arendelle meatballs and mushroom cream sauce. We'll try that next. But let's start with this chicken roll stuffed with ham and cheese. I'll talk about the plating for a second. All the I don't know if you call that a bowl, the oblong pot with the handles that has like the Arendellian style art on it. There's also in this panhandle a little Arendelle flourish, if you will. Golden Crocus is named for that flower that's on the flag of Arendelle. The one you see on the flag in the movie is the Golden Crocus, and this is the Golden Crocus Inn. Well, that looks good. It's like a quality Hot Pocket, which is 3 words that have never appeared together in the English language. I mean, it's an inn, right? You expect comfort food. Very comfort food in nature, right? It's a fried chicken, I don't even know what to call it, a fried chicken roll. A white meat chicken rolled around ham and cheese. The cheese is nicely melted. The edges of the ham are a little hard, but they have what do you call it, the skin or casing on it. So there's some moments where it's a little chewy, but it's very good. Chicken's very tender and salty and well breaded, nicely fried. It's a nice comfort food dish. If I brought my father here, it's the thing I would probably make him order. He'd feel comfortable with it. Maybe it's the safety dish of the restaurant, if you will. For counter service mashed potatoes, they're pretty solid. Maybe slightly oversalted, but they're good. Not watery. They're more on the al dente side, the harder side, if you will. I think for vegetables we have tomatoes, carrots. I don't know if this is zucchini. I'm the wrong guy to try vegetables. They're oily. They look that way. You'd be surprised if they weren't. They're pretty good. I guess I should try a little bit of the roll with the cream sauce, right? The mustard cream. Let's do that. Let's try a little bit with the mustard cream sauce. It elevates it nicely. It doesn't overwhelm the dish. I still taste everything else. It just brings this on the back end, this very light mustard flavor on the back end. It's a good dish. I would have that again. Let's try the side dish. Now the set doesn't come with this, but I'm going to jump to the side dish since it's savory, which is going to be, again, those Arendelle meatballs and a mushroom cream sauce, which look like they're on mashed potatoes, which are not advertised. I'm really digging the mushroom cream sauce. Subtle mushroom flavor, but adds a much needed, a light saltiness to it too. The meatballs themselves are probably, if you ever went to like a Costco or anything and bought Swedish meatballs from the freezer, if you didn't microwave them, if you threw them in the oven or whatever, as long as you didn't microwave them, this is how they'd come out. So it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. The mashed potatoes are the same, but they're covered in the mushroom cream sauce. There's also like an unadvertised jam, which maybe is lingonberry. I think it's lingonberry, but I can't be sure. That really helps everything. That sweetness is real nice with the meatballs, the cream sauce, and the mashed potatoes. I kind of love that all together, but I would need more of that jam for sure. So don't ask me why on this, but the set today, even though they have more sodas in the case you could grab, came with the blue Fanta, a bottle of blue Fanta, which I could hear Jason at home yelling with excitement about there being Fanta in a bottle. It's Jasmine peach flavor. Usually I wouldn't review a bottled soda, but this is not normal for us in America. We don't get this. I guess with the blue, it's kind of looks like a frozen drink. Who could forget that scene where Anna and Elsa smell the room? We'll go, what's that delicious smell? And they go, Jasmine peach Fanta. It's really tart. I like it though. That is a weird flavor combination. I don't like peach usually, but the combination with the jasmine and just the overall tartness and the soda, I'm digging that. I'm digging that. But I'm in a world where I can't get Diet Coke, so I'm going to try all sorts of weird sodas this week, I'm sure. So this is what they call the Rosette. Am I stupid? Should I know what this is? It is a fresh puff pastry filled with ham and sliced cheese. They're usually filled. This is essentially a hollow one. So it's essentially like a pastry crust snowflake. I love the wrapper though. I'm going to need to get another one of these and take it home and preserve it till the end of time, because that's the kind of mental case I am. But you guys get this. We're going to review this one. The rest of them I'm taking home. It's so cute. Let's try it. I'm sure it's decent. This reminds me so much of a particular Italian pastry. I'm never going to think of what it is because I haven't had it in like 25 years. I don't know, but I love it. It actually might be more Asian in origin. Maybe I'm thinking of like something I had at an Asian restaurant in New York. But it's sweet, but it also has this savory, like a waffle or more like a waffle. Have you ever had one of those more solid waffles or a crunchier waffle? I'm getting hints of that with this sweetness on the front end. And obviously you can hear how crunchy it is. That's a nice little finish to the meal. So we've started slow. I know this is weird to not have more food in front of me. I kind of like this. Not that we're going to start doing this for the U.S. parks because the audience expects speed in those reviews coming out. But it's a nice change of pace. So now I'm going to do something I never get to do, which is go finish the food I just tried and not hand it off to someone else and actually have a full meal. This is a rare treat for me in the kingdom of Arendelle. So I had a very late start today, but it's considerably calmer. I walked into Golden Crocus Inn today, no wait, but I did have to wait for a table. So what they did was send you in, and then you had to find a table. And then once you found a table, you can go order. And if you're saying, well, Tom, you're alone, how do you hold a table? Well, this isn't America, so it's perfectly acceptable to leave a bag or your stuff at a table and go order, and no one will take it because it's just a thing in Asia. So I'm going to stay hydrated before we eat today's entree. And today's dessert is going to be really interesting. It's going to be the chocolate fondue set, which is definitely meant for more than one person. But of course, being the overweight American, I'm sure everyone will not be surprised that I'm eating it alone. And I'm going to have that after I have my braised lamb shank. It's the Innkeeper's special braised lamb shake. It's number 3. And it comes with a polenta potato puree, roasted vegetables, and a beer gravy. Is that right? Beer gravy? Is it, or is it, did they write it wrong? It's beef gravy? I could be either. I mean, this isn't Tokyo. They're slightly better at, it's not slightly, they're much better at English here than they are in Japan. So I'm gonna try this lamb shank. Reminds me a lot of, I don't know if people remember the pork shank that used to be at Magic Kingdom Gaston's Tavern when that opened in 2012. I'm getting those vibes. It is doused in that beer gravy though. This thing is giant. Oh my God. Here goes nothing, kids. I think it might actually be beer gravy. It kind of tastes like beer. That is weird. Or is that normal and I'm being weird? I don't know. I could also be delirious still. I could still be sick and in bed hallucinating that this entire meal is happening. There is a lot of meat on this bone. Very juicy, very tender. I was expecting it to be a little more fatty. I think I hit that. As soon as I said that, I think I hit a pocket of fat. No. Juicy, tender, giant portion. The beer gravy is weird. It has like a very distinct beer aftertaste. Like, I'm not a beer connoisseur, so I'm not trying my best. Kind of like almost like a little bit of a Budweiser after. It's so weird. It's good. Those mashed potatoes are still on point. I don't think this is the gravy that was on the meatballs yesterday, but maybe it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just didn't pick up on it. Maybe because it's the weirdest thing. Why I like to read the descriptions right before I eat in these reviews is because otherwise then sometimes if you don't read it, you don't think about it. So it may have been the same gravy yesterday, and I may have just not. It didn't occur to me what the flavor in there was. This is solid. It's not my favorite. I prefer the chicken roll with the cheese and ham slightly, but this is still good. And I think some of you will come here and this will be the thing you want to order, and I wouldn't dissuade you from doing so. And again, you get the broccolini and the green beans, carrots. One thing I will say is that the care that's going into the dishes is spectacular. This was ready to go. She was ready to put the lid on my tray, which is a thing here. They give you a tray with one meal and they put a lid on it and you carry it so it stays safe to your table. It was ready to go and she decided my plating didn't look great. She threw another carrot in and another tomato. And then she rearranged things to look nice. The cast members in Hong Kong are great. They really are. You also get one single half of a potato, which is weird given you already get mashed potatoes. Honestly, I love those. Made with oil, not butter. Nice soft potato. I don't know what else to say about it. I forget what those are called. It's like the denser version of fingerling potatoes, right? This is a good dish. I would not dissuade anyone from ordering this. Not my thing, but I wouldn't tell you no. All right, now we wait for my chocolate fondue, and we'll see if it's the medication talking or the chocolate fondue. Probably one of the craziest things I've ever done is order what is probably meant to be, I don't know, a dish for 2 or more people for myself. This is it's called the seasonal offer. I guess it won't be offered in the summer months, probably because it's very hot in Hong Kong. Celebration chocolate fondue, including ice cream, fresh fruit, and cotton candy. This might be the most dangerous dish in any Disney park. Let me explain. Number one, there's a fire because the fondue is obviously heated, but then the ice cream is on dry ice. So, it's a very dangerous dish. High chances of being burned in either direction. So this is cotton candy, which I'm not supposed to have with braces. Don't tell my orthodontist. I'm near the finish line anyway. That's cotton candy? It tastes like a marshmallow. Do they know what cotton candy is? Or is that an American thing? I don't know. You get this cute little bowl. Make sure you don't make a mess. Those are marshmallows. I don't think anyone's told them. I don't think they know. I mean, they're good. The chocolate's not particularly potent. It's pretty subtle. A light dark chocolate flavor. Very light though. Let's try some fruit. Maybe a strawberry. I'm gonna be careful spinning this around because the dry ice is. I think it's exposed, or is it in a? It's in a tube, right? I don't know. It's hard to tell. The lighting in here is terrible. But it's there, so I'm going to be careful. Let's get a strawberry. Alright, strawberry. It pairs better with that. On the front end, because it's on the exterior, you get that light chocolate flavor, but it blends really well with the very potent strawberry. And then there's all these ice cream. There's ice cream balls. Don't ask me what flavor. The menu doesn't say. I have no idea. One of them's purple, one of them's white, and then the other side looks like it's all just the one flavor, but again, it's dark in here. This could just be vanilla. I've never really done chocolate fondue, and I think the one time maybe I did, there definitely wasn't ice cream. It didn't pair well at all with the marshmallow / cotton candy, which is definitely not cotton candy. But with the rich milky ice cream, oh my god, that's fantastic. That was definitely just vanilla. Is it rum raisin? I've never had purple ice cream. That's not true. There's ube stuff at Mardi Gras Universal. I've had that. That's not completely true. It's soft serve though. The amount of stares I've gotten from people watching me do this, though, my god. I don't know if it's because it can't be because I got this, because they had it too. So they're just like, this one grown man is going to eat all this. I guess you should let it harden. It did the thing where it freezes. Is that the idea? Probably. What I enjoy about these reviews is the opportunity to continually look like I've had zero life experiences. By not knowing that the fondue is going to freeze and harden around the ice cream. I think it's definitely rum raisin. They're for sure raisins. So I imagine that's what it is. It's good. I wouldn't openly choose to have rum raisin ice cream given that, but... See, there's one slightly different colored ice cream on this side. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna oh, I dropped it in. It's loose. Oh no. It's obviously melting because it's ice cream. I do have a spoon. I kept the spoon for a reason. I got it. Don't worry, everybody, I got it. I know you're all very concerned at home. Again, I'm going to sound stupid, but here we go. That went all the way to the bottom, and obviously it's heated from underneath, and the chocolate is way more potent, I think, where it's melted towards the bottom. Maybe I give this a stir. I don't think that matters. So maybe the idea is to get this all the way to the bottom. I'm going to try one more of those chocolate chip ones. What I think is chocolate chip. I'll let that harden for a second. I know I can't turn the camera towards you. This is why, I hope you guys appreciate it. My reporters, our reporters at WWT do this too. Sometimes you end up somewhere and there's new food and you're alone and you have to do this all by yourself, and it's really not easy. You should always appreciate when, not just WWT people, but I will tell you, anyone in this community who does food this way. I know a lot of work goes into it. It's almost like Crunch Bar. I think it's like, like a crisp inside of milk chocolate in the ice cream, in vanilla ice cream. Very good. There might be some caramel in there too. I don't know, but it's very good. I would highly recommend this, right? It takes a very cute picture. It's delicious. It's fun to share. I love when theme parks actually have themes. I love when even the restaurants the development team, the culinary team, really digs into the theme. Is like, what applies to the movie? What, the sisters love chocolate. Chocolate fondue is mentioned in Love is an Open Door. We should have chocolate fondue at a counter service. This is ambitious for a counter service, and it's very good and very fun. And the plating, God, all this custom plating, these little dishes you'll see now have little sort of Arendellian flourishes on them. That's a word I just made up. It's just so cute. Even the little bowl, like every bit of plating in the restaurant is themed. So kudos to everyone involved. This is I've enjoyed both dishes so far, and this for me has been a highlight of World of Frozen so far. I know it's a silly thing. People are like, I have chocolate fondue at home. I'm sure you do, but this is, I don't know, to eat it in World of Frozen in a themed setting, it's just a lot of fun. It's a good time. Don't worry, we'll be back to the Golden Crocus. I'm not getting this again. But we'll be back to the Golden Crocus, and I still have a couple more entrees, and I think a side dish to conquer in 2 more days. So if I survive, I will be back. Welcome to a very chilly round 3 of Golden Crocus Inn. I'm right under a vent. I sure am. Well, too late now. Luckily, at least my appetizer or side dish is chilled, so that won't be bad. It's the Prawn Cocktail. There's a sizable little salad with it, and 3 pieces of shrimp, as you can see. I assume this is just cocktail sauce, but it looks the consistency looks off. Essentially cocktail sauce. When they ask how many days into World of Frozen it took for me to become completely delirious, the answer is 2.5. That's like the worst cocktail sauce I've ever had. It doesn't have any of that spiciness. It adds nothing to it. The shrimp, surprisingly for counter service, are pretty decent. They're not fishy at all. They're nicely prepared. So the shrimp is good, but without a good cocktail sauce, I'm not vouching for a shrimp cocktail, so don't get this. No shrimp cocktail. Or sorry, prawns cocktail. Okay, for the main event, we got number 4, which is the vegetarian dish. It's the forest mushroom pasta, which is forest mushrooms, as you might imagine, poached egg, and a truffle cream sauce with pasta. I'm actually pretty excited about this. It looks good. I like mushroom. Whenever you guys finally see the cruise line content from November, the San Diego cruise, there was a Apollo meal where I ate 3 different mushroom dishes all in a row. You know, this isn't a thing I know if I'd want to egg on. Oh, it worked for sure. Wow. I should just go vegan or vegetarian at this point. I'd probably be a lot healthier. It's always my favorite dish now anywhere I eat. I'll be honest. This is phenomenal. The mushrooms are perfectly cooked. They're bursting with flavor. They're so nicely cooked. The egg, I would never think to put an egg on this in a million years, but it's so perfect. The saltiness, the cream sauce, the truffle sauce with the pasta, getting a saltiness there, the mushroom coming in, and then the egg on top of it. I kind of wish I had a second egg because I can't get it across the whole dish. This is also real heavy. This is a really nice portion size. And again, I can't talk about the food prep enough at Golden Crocus. They've been on point. Everything's so fresh. Like, I'm sitting under an AC vent, and I had to photograph this. It didn't take too long. It took a minute or 2. But that and eating the prawn cocktail and then coming to record this is still nice and hot. That's how fresh a dish it was. This is, especially winter months, summer months in Hong Kong is probably, I assume this is going to go away because it's so heavy. Very much a winter dish. It's perfect for this time of year. Not that it's pretty hot out anyway. This is what I want to have at home on a nice cold night. This is by far my favorite thing I've had in World of Frozen. I don't think it's going to get beat. But yeah, I'm recommending the vegetarian dish. And then top it off with this. Have another one of these. We'll have had 100 of these by the time the week is over. Don't worry, everyone. I found the AC vent on the other side of the restaurant, and now it's above me. And it's fittingly, it's above the knock, which there's a giant painting of behind me. And if you have forgotten Frozen 2, never saw it, or like me, try to forget Frozen 2, it's the water spirit, the 4 elements. But yeah, this is it. This is the last thing we need to eat here. I can't get the kids meal. They won't sell me the kids meal because I'm not under 11. But the kids' meal is just, I think it's a mix of the meatballs and the pasta, which should be a killer combination, right? We like that side of meatballs on day one. And the pasta last night was, I think, still my favorite entree. But I mean, this could top it. This is certainly something I would typically enjoy. So the number one, we saved number one for last, is the Bayside Seafood Medley, which has potatoes, brown sugar roll, the bread, and a cream sauce. It looks like, what do we have? Shrimp, oysters, salmon, shrimp, oysters, and salmon over, it's potatoes and carrots in there for sure. And a cream sauce, definitely also green beans and 2 tomatoes found their way in there as well. Should I spoon? I mean, I can't really spoon it. The shrimp has the tail on it. The shrimp should be of a similar quality to what we had yesterday, just hot, right? Let's try some of the sauce with the shrimp. So it's basically like a big clam chowder, but with everything thrown in. It's that clam chowder broth, the white one. Just with a little, it's got this little bit of bitterness on the back end, not necessarily bad, but maybe for the American palate may not be what everybody wants. This is a nice big chunk of salmon. Look at this. Salmon is very soft and delicate, super flaky, perfectly cooked. Oyster. A little fishy for sure, but I mean, it's a counter service oyster. I didn't really expect more from that, honestly. Try some potato. I would have really liked that half potato we had the other day, which I still don't know the term for. That's what should have been in here. Instead, it's these cubed. They're a little chalky in texture. Maybe not exactly what I would have wanted them to be. You know, so this is certainly not bad. I wouldn't dissuade anyone from getting this, but I mean, compared to the pasta and the chicken roll with the ham and cheese, this is my number 3. But I'd get all 3 of those. The lamb shank's not my thing, so that's my number 4. I don't think you really go wrong on this menu, other than I think that shrimp cocktail was terrible. But otherwise, I don't think you can go wrong. Let's try this cinnamon bread. I assume you're supposed to put it in here. That is really interesting. I wouldn't think of cinnamon bread in like clam chowder broth. That wouldn't occur to me. Let me try a little on its own. Don't get me wrong, it's not too desserty. It's not really doused in cinnamon, so just you get a hint of it. Pairs really well. It reminds me a lot of, this is going to be a weird reference, but it's a slightly lower quality of have you ever had the brown bread from Outback? Now don't get too excited because I don't think it's as good as the brown bread from Outback, but it's in the same vein. It goes really well with it, but by itself, I don't know if it accompanies, but you're meant to dip it in there, and it's pretty nice when you do. So, if I gotta rank this stuff here again, I'm going the vegetarian dish number 1, number 2, the chicken roll with the cheese and ham number 3, the seafood medley, and number 4, the lamb. Overall, a good counter service. It's not many counter services you go to where I'd recommend every single dish. So, kudos to the culinary team on that. hope you all like TikTok noises because they're going to be in this video because we had to walk to Small World because there is no seating of any kind near Forest Fair. We're not getting the sausage platter because it's seasonal. It won't always be here. But permanent items at this weird stand out in the forest. Number one, I had this the first day. This is the Forest Friends Stein served with mango flavored shave ice. It was very good the first day. I'll try it again today, see if it holds up. What's funny about it, despite it being mango, it reminds me a lot of the melon Fanta. I don't know if you ever had melon Fanta. I think it used to be a thing at Epcot. That's what it reminds me of. It's very good. It's very tart, very sweet, but super refreshing. I'll tell you what, for watching this video, you get a chance to win one of these. Go ahead, go into the comments and just write the word, I don't know what, comment with the word Olaf, capital O, O-L-A-F. And someone who watches this whole review till the end will be entered to win this. We'll contact you. It's pretty cool. Snowgi on it. It's very, very cute. So this is, especially in the hot Hong Kong weather, highly recommended. I am again Tom Tableless here in World of Frozen opening day. There's Golden Crocus is taking all the seating. It has like an hour-long wait. Golden Crocus in. I wanted to explain the seating situation. I'm out by the exit to It's a Small World from the land. If you leave the land today, though, there's a multi-hour wait to get back in. So I'm not doing that, so I have to survive just in this land. You know when you watch that show on TV, what is it? Is it Naked and Alone, Naked and Afraid? I don't know what it is, where they drop them naked in the woods. This is the theme park blogger equivalent, where I have been dropped into a themed land on its opening day and I have to survive somehow, some way. This is just a simple green tea cookie. The packaging had Bruni on it, which is cute, but it turns out it's a prepackaged cookie. But let's see if it's worth getting. I mean, I don't think I spoke enough about it because I was in a bad mood about being half in the sun and half in the shade here. That melon shave ice is phenomenal. It might just be the weather, but I loved it. I'm gonna get 2 more of those probably before the week is over. But green tea cookie. I mean, at least it's unique to Hong Kong. I mean, green tea flavor. The cookie, it tastes like a cookie you buy in a store. It's on the harder side. It's not made today, obviously. It's fine. I wouldn't. This wouldn't be the thing I go out of my way for, but that shaved melon ice in the Stein is a must, I think, for everyone and anyone. And you get a cup. Don't worry, we'll be back to Forest Fair again. I think there's 3 or 4 more things I need off the menu, so we'll be back and finish my cookie. Now for the last thing we have, this is it. This is the final item. Actually, no, we still have to go get churros. We're going to end on churros. That'll be a positive. I was going to end on the thing I was looking forward to the least, which is the Forest Fair Gourmet Box, which is crab stick and corn salad, chicken bun with cheese and tomato sauce, and crepe with blueberry and coconut cream cheese. It just doesn't look like the most exciting dish. This especially is... I don't know. We'll get to this in a second, I guess. I'm going to try this crab salad. They gave me way too much cutlery. I'm only one person. This is meant for 2 human beings. Surprise. I'm eating it alone. All right, crab salad. So it's crab and cucumber, I guess. So it's like a mayonnaise sauce, crab, and cucumber. The crab is vile. Bad crab, which is so fishy and bitter. Oh, the cucumber is actually nice and fresh. The mayo sauce is perfectly fine. The crab is just vile. All right, well, you know what we have to do now, though. The sandwich. Remember, Dan. Logo out. If I was at the airport with no option, it's actually not bad. The bread is fresh. Chicken tastes fine. What else is going on in there? Cheese and tomato sauce? Yeah, I get a little bit of the cheese. Definitely the tomato, the most prevalent flavor for sure, but it's not terrible. There's no reason to buy this unless you want a photo with a giant bun that says World of Frozen, but I don't know what a hot dog style bun that says World of Frozen has to do with Frozen. That's beyond me. I've had worse. I've definitely had worse. That kind of disappointed. I thought that'd be worse and more exciting. I thought it'd be more terrible and therefore more interesting. It's just very bland and forgettable and kind of a dumb idea. Oh well. All right. Make sure the crab is off before I dig into this crepe thing. Tell you what, we're just gonna rip the box. I'm not taking this home. I know, right? Aren't you shocked? I'm not taking a box home. I'm out of room. The things I do to complete coverage for an item no one will probably actually order, but just in case you were thinking about it, making sure that it's covered. It certainly looks messy. Blueberry and coconut cheese cream. I really like the crepe. This is the lowest moment of my existence. This like snack box being decent. The crepe, the shell, if you will, is terrible. I just got left with a lot of that on its own. The pastry is no good. It tastes terribly artificial. It's like I'm eating some sort of biodegradable gelatin substance. I don't know. But the filling, you get that a hint of that coconut. You get like an artificial blueberry, but it happens to be a very good mix. It's not bad. It's not bad. My feelings exactly. I'm still not going to tell you to get this. There's better, like go to Golden Crocus and get real food, and go to Northern Delights and get real dessert. But if for some reason, if you come on like, I'm going to give you strange parameters. If you come on a weird holiday and all the waits are hours long and you just need to eat in frozen, for some reason, this is fine. That's what it's made for, but I can't imagine anyone's actively seeking this thing out. And if you are, I would seek mental help. I think it says a lot about food and beverage here versus Walt Disney World, that even something that is meant to be just something like a last resort meal was actually edible and in some points enjoyable. The salad was the only thing that was bad. And even then it was really just the crab, but the sandwich was perfectly passable, probably better than airport sandwiches, honestly. And the crepe, I'd have another crepe. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna retire now from the industry. I have to after this. So I stopped in Northern Delights tonight on opening night. The line died down. And this is where my Sunday's at. But this is the Coronation Sundae. We'll cut to the nice shot now of it before I did this. It's light milk ice cream with elderflower slush. I love the ice cream. Anytime I come to the Asian parks, because they put way less artificial stuff in the ice cream. The ice cream is so milky and delicious. It's always fantastic. The elderflower slush is interesting. I give them points for doing something different. It may be not my favorite thing, but the ice cream is so good that I'm willing to put up with it. Also, you get this chalice, which is, I have another clear plastic drink device to bring home. But it's worth a try. I say get it. Here's a better look at the chalice, but I will add to my review and say I love the ice cream. Once I got to just the elderflowers, it was too floral for me. I don't want my desserts or anything for that matter to taste like I'm eating flowers. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if other people. Anytime I have anything with elderflower, I'm just, some cocktails it's okay, but never anything else. Apologies if I look sweaty. I've been running all over the world of Frozen this morning for an hour and a half. Bought the early entry today, which if you're coming here, I will highly, highly recommend you get an hour early entry. No one buys it apparently, even with a new land opening this week, which you get access to. You get Fantasyland and Frozen's worth the value alone. I forget the price off the top of my head. This is not a review of that. I'll put one on the site eventually, but I mean, now we're almost an hour into park operation, and Frozen Ever After is only a 30-minute. Oaken Sliding Sleighs is still closing in on an hour, though, so that one gets bad no matter what. A slower day for sure, in that an hour into operation, I could even get a table over here. This is essentially the outside seating area for Golden Crocus. At least that's what they've been using it for. But I got stuff from Northern Delights, and there's tons of tables. And so let's see what we got from Northern Delights. I'm doing 2 things at a time because otherwise I'm going to die. There is more to get from there, but I can't stomach it all at once. The first thing is just Olaf Muffin. That's all it says, Olaf Muffin. So there is what looks like a yellow cake muffin. What's on top of it, though, is anyone's guess, because the description only says Olaf Muffin. It does match the Munchling, which I think is available everywhere in the U.S. even. I could be wrong. I have no idea. I don't keep up with Munchling because I hate them. I think they're ugly. I'm going to break his dome. Okay, it's not hard. It's soft, whatever it is. Is this just icing? This can't just be... This can't all be icing. It's like an incredibly dense mousse with like a buttercream frosting-esque flavor. It's definitely not just straight buttercream, but I don't know. I'm at a loss. I'm trying to get to the cake. There's filling in the muffin that's not advertised. I assume blueberry, since he has blueberry on his head. All together in one bite, it's actually not bad. You can't really have the mousse alone with the icing. Here, it looks like there's a filling in the icing, too. I don't know. I'm at a loss here. There's some cake up in there, too. There's a little bit of cake layered inside the dome to a little muffin. Sorry, I keep saying cake, because it just looks like a cupcake to me. It's actually really good. The blueberry filling is nice. It's not super pungent or potent. The cake is nice and moist and soft, and this icing dome thing makes it different. It takes a cute photo. It's solid. I don't know that I'd tell you have to get it, but you could probably do worse. All right, so thumbs up on the Olaf Muffin, even though it's related to Munchlings. By the way, I thought I showed you that Olaf ice cream cone a moment ago, which I probably read the wrong name of from memory. The actual name of that is the Summer Snow Day Soft Serve Light Milk Soft Flavored. His head was a marshmallow. I thought it was just like that sugar. You know that you used to get cupcakes when you were a kid where there'd be like a flour or something on it and it's pure sugar and it's really gross. I thought it was going to be that. It was actually a marshmallow, which I thought was really creative, and it was so detailed. Like, it really looked like his head for being a marshmallow. I don't know when we got so good at turning marshmallows into very specific shapes. That's not a thing I've seen in my time. So that's really neat. And those were raisin buttons he had and milk chocolate arms. He was good, but I would have liked to sit down. My original plan was to sit down like this and film, but by the time I got this camera out, he would have been a puddle. Sorry, Olaf. Oh, the clock tower goes off. What time is it? 11:30 on the half hour. I wonder if it does a bigger chime on the hour. Probably. So I'm going to cleanse with a Coke Zero now before the almond tart, which is one of the cutest presentations I've ever seen, where it's the whole North Mountain in the background and Anna Elsa in the foreground. Very, very photogenic. And they're consistent, like that whole case. Same with the Olaf Muffin. In America, I feel like they'd be so inconsistent. Eyes would be crooked. All sorts of weird things would be going on. Every single one in the case of everything looks identical. The attention to detail and the care. I'm not trying to knock America. That's not what I'm trying to do. They're allowed to take their time and be very precise and deliver something that's going to look the same for everybody. Again, no real description, just almond tart. So we assume some sort of cake with almond flavoring. That's what it looks like to me. So as you would imagine, there's like a crumbly pie crust. The filling is a cake with a very overt almond flavor. This is a very, I think in America people are like, oh, that's bland. I grew up in New York with Italian bakeries and pastry shops. I'm used to more of this stuff. But I always feel like if I bring people from other regions to reviews of like pastries, stuff like this, people are always like, oh, it's bland. Oh, I don't really know. I like this kind of stuff. But let's see what the mountain, I think the mountain is marshmallow. There is some sort of fruit, cream, maybe mango? Olaf muffin, blueberry muffin with cream cheese. Oh, sorry. Oh, just cream frosting, inspired by the Olaf Disney Munchling. Okay, well, we know that now. North Mountain almond tart, white chocolate cream, and bergamot. Citrus bermagia, the bergamot orange, is a fragrant citrus fruit the size of an orange with a yellow or green color similar to a lime, depending on ripeness. That's a new one for me, especially in a dessert. I mean, I think I've seen these in the real world, but never as a flavoring in a dessert. So that's the cream that's in the mountain. It is citrusy. I'm getting almost like a mango, though. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it's a mango filling in the mountain, which is, I still don't know if is it marshmallow? There's cream. It's like a very white, very light cream, like white chocolate almost. And then almond filling in the crust. This is good. I would have this again. And it takes a mean photograph too. These are both solid options. I'm waiting to be floored by something. I mean, the chocolate fondue is still, I think that's my highlight still, dining wise. So we'll see if that can be topped. I should have saved that for the end, maybe, right? But so far so good. Nothing outright terrible thus far. Welcome to our fourth and final day in World of Frozen at Hong Kong Disneyland. I still have a lot left to eat, and so I'm starting big. Desserts, pastries for breakfast make sense, so we went back to Northern Delights, and I have a trio of goodies. First of which, Olaf Celebration. Now, I want to start with the Olaf Snowflake Smultringer, which is not a term I've heard before. I mean, they're donuts. I assume that's Norwegian for donuts. We're going to learn right now, kids. Let's learn while we review food. Cake donuts from Norway. They're small and usually prepared without glazing or filling. These definitely have frosting. Often spiced with cardamom, cinnamon, lemon, or orange zest, as well as various liqueurs. I don't think we're getting that today, but the Smultringer, it is time. As you see, it's very cute. It is a duo of them. And they come on a little sheet. Oh, that is hard. I mean, they're in the cold case, so... Oh, I'm an idiot. It's on a stick. I'm hitting the stick. They're delightful. Oh, there's a filling. Even their description doesn't say that. I'm pretty sure it's raspberry. There's a raspberry filling in the donut. Even though it's a circular donut. With a hole in the middle, it still has filling. It's perfect. It's the right level of sweetness. Just the right amount of that raspberry flavoring. The sweetness of the frosting and the rich chocolate flavor. It's spectacular. This is a must get. Wow. I'm going to try the Olaf in case it's a different interior. For some reason the chocolate... Oh, it's 11 o'clock, so that's going to go for like a minute. I'm going to talk over it. For some reason the chocolate on that one is way more overpowering. I don't know if it's actually different kinds. Yeah, you know what? It is two different kinds of chocolate. I know that. Well, I mean, they're different colors. You have to make them separately, but I think they're different flavors of chocolate. I think The first one I was getting more milk chocolate. I'm getting more white chocolate from the Olaf. If you see inside the restaurant, we'll maybe cut to this now as the table violently shakes. They have two giant chocolate fountains, like a quality. I've never seen two clean ones before because I've only been to Golden Corral and seen one. But they have two chocolate fountains, one blue and one white. And that's what they're coating these donuts in. But the cake is nice and soft. Even though it was in a fridge, in a cold case, still spectacular. Highly recommend. Now for this celebration cake. See, now they call it an Olaf Celebration cupcake. It's just called Olaf Celebration cake in the actual restaurant. Carrot and dried fruit cake with creamy frosting. Should be like a cream cheese frosting, right? It's carrot cake. That's nice and soft. That is also phenomenal. The cake is so soft and moist. The cream cheese frosting is perfect. It's very rich. But not so sweet that you couldn't have the whole thing. I feel like there's carrot cakes I've had where I'm like, 2 or 3 bites I can't have anymore. Just rich enough. If you notice, I'm going to keep eating it because it's amazing. The cake is so moist and sweet, and it's a hint of that carrot flavor and raisin. It's right, raisin? Dried fruit. I mean, it's a raisin. Should I eat the Olaf? Should I put him out of his misery? He's a big white chocolate stick. I still have PTSD from so many years of Disney World dessert reviews where I always expect that chocolate piece to be disgusting. It's not. It's your run-of-the-mill white chocolate, but it's at least edible, which again, above Disney World standards, is really spectacular. I'll eventually go wash my hands. They don't give you napkins anywhere, I think, because they expect everyone to have them with them or a washcloth with them. That's the thing when you go to Asia. Although at Tokyo Disney, there's always napkins. But here, I never feel like I get napkins. A cleanse of the palate. Now, someone will complain this is a terrible palate cleanser. Much busier today, Frozen Ever After at 50 minutes. It's a good thing I got a lot done yesterday. But now I have something pretty special. A gourmet chocolate box. I want to make sure my hands are dry. I don't want to ruin this box. It's very pretty. The gourmet chocolate, confections of Arendelle. Pop this open. Beautiful little box. Enjoy a mouth-watering selection of candy and frozen treats in a one-of-a-kind shop that tastefully gains every bit of inspiration from the vibrant magic of the Northern Lights. So it's just a description of the restaurant, but no description whatsoever of what these guys are. I wish I had something to lay them out on. We're not doing great. Oh no, everybody just flew all over in the box. I'm going to start with the weird Snoggy. This guy. His eye fell off. Welcome to a segment I call, What the Hell Is That? Well, that was certainly very good. White, I think like a white chocolate ganache, I would say. I don't know. Truffle, white chocolate truffle. This is not going to be a great review. I've got nothing to go off of except my instincts with these. The troll. Man, they're double parking strollers out here. It's pretty wild. That one's milk chocolate. It's very nice quality. All of these. I assume, will the snowman be the same as the Snoggy? Yeah. So those are identical. Very rich white chocolate. Very good. Super sweet. Wow. That one was overpowering. It is anarchy. I love more than when a new attraction opens. And obviously in the course of my job, I end up in that new land or area a lot for a couple weeks. It's kind of fun to always just sit back and just watch the anarchy unfold. And just watch how the line grows, or just people watch at the entrance. All right, this blue one. That's milk chocolate as well. I got chocolate all over the table and now all over my hand. So it's a nice little gift box to take home to somebody, right? They're very cute. It makes a nice gift. I don't think it's a thing you need to sit here and eat like I did, like a idiot. But Very good, but the donuts and the carrot cake, both spectacular. Highly recommend. I think they're must-gets. The donuts more than anything, but the carrot cake, if you love carrot cake, this might be the best one I've had in a park. Definitely at least the best quick service carrot cake for sure. But we've got more to eat, and I need to find a bathroom, so I'll be back. After 4 days of eating almost nothing but food from this land, I'm on my final item, which will again be from Northern Delights, which is going to be the churros, which originally were supposed to be out in the forest, but despite what the Disney Parks blog says, they're actually at Northern Delights. They're bagged and they're sitting on the counter, and they're dipped in the chocolate from Northern Delights, so it doesn't make sense that they're there. It's that blue chocolate again. We're going to see, is Disney World going to lose every battle we've had in this food review? Is this going to be this prepackaged bagged churro piece that sat on a counter for God knows how long? Will it be better than a Disney World churro still? We're going to find out. You hear that crunch? I think I would take a Disney World churro over this. And that's the first time anyone's ever uttered that statement in the history of mankind. Their chocolate is so good. But the churro is like actual cardboard. Like eating actual, it might be actual cardboard. Maybe this is what they feed to Prince Hans in jail. Why I'm still eating it, I don't know. I'm just defeated after 4 days. I'm covering this whole land alone. But we did it, and it's a beautiful land. And another reason to come to Hong Kong Disneyland. If you've never been, this is such a charming park. I love it so much. Mystic Manor is one of the best, if not the best, Disney attraction on Earth, or theme park attraction on Earth. Incredible. And Big Grizzly Mountain Runaway Mine Cars is no slouch either. A super fun family coaster that I think is better than Big Thunder in my book. On top of that, it's a really charming park. The cast is great. A lot of entertainment, a lot of live music I've seen, including the band here in this land. If you've never been, it's not, it's a 2 or 3 day thing, but as a Disney fan, I think you owe yourself to come to Hong Kong. Don't sleep on this park. I like it better than Shanghai, personally. I didn't like Shanghai at all. Their food and beverage is pretty good, too. I did the Explorers Club buffet, which had the momentous viewing included. Highly recommend that. It was fantastic. A vast majority of the food I had from this land was very, very good. Now, there's a bunch of other World of Frozen content you can watch here on the channel. We have a tour of the land, we have point of view rides on Frozen Ever After and Oaken's Sliding Sleighs day and nighttime on that one. We have the band if you want to watch the band. We have our interaction with Mossy, the baby troll. A lot of fun stuff to watch, so the fun doesn't have to stop for stale churros. The fun can continue from World of Frozen as we look forward to more of these, right? There will be one in Walt Disney Studios Paris in the not too distant future, and a different version of Arendelle will appear at Tokyo Disney Sea in just a couple months' time in Fantasy Springs. But until then, as Tom Cruise saying, okay, bye. Actual cardboard.